All right, here's another one that I don't know where you're going to go with this one. A pastor in North Carolina, he did a sermon. Beyonce has a song called Church Girl. Mm-hmm. And his sermon was on that song. He said that song is trash. He said that song is from the pit of hell. He says she has sold her soul to the devil. It's really not from the pit of hell. It's from Jay-Z and them writing it. She has sold her soul to the devil. And he's not the first Christian that I've heard say that. Mm-hmm. A lot of Christians believe that. What are the words of the church girl? Well, hold on. And he said, if you sell your soul to the devil, you lose in the end because you're going to go to hell. Oh, so you're going to judge where somebody going. Hold on. You God now. He said he had to struggle to listen to it. It was so bad. Well, nobody said for you to listen to it. You're supposed to be listening to Christian music. So Charlemagne said, the gospel. Charlemagne said, there y'all go again, Christians judging. Yes. Religious folks are too judgmental. Why are you judging her anyway? Well, here's the thing. I can see if Yolanda Adams did a song. Right. Stay within the family of God. So that's why you went outside and you judging somebody else. So that's why I want to talk about, because this whole, I keep hearing this and I want to address this. Okay. Christians talking about, first of all, listening to secular music. No, but I want to, second of all, before you go into that, I really want to know, what are the words? Basically, she was talking about, I don't know the words exactly, but she was talking about going to the club on Saturday. Yeah. And dropping it like it's hot. Yeah. Shaking your butt and your breast and everything. Being a thought for the night. Yes. And then going to church the next day because I'm a church girl. What's wrong with that? I'm just saying. That's true. That's true. Right. So I'm just saying now, that's a song. Would he have said that if Yolanda Adams sang it? So my question is, well, what I was going to address is, because I keep hearing this all the time, about Beyonce selling herself to the devil and about she's being used by the devil. And for some reason, they've zoomed in on Beyonce. I don't know why. They haven't zoomed in on all these 15 million other artists. But for some reason, they zoomed in on Beyonce. So she has the church girl song. Well, no, this is even before the church girl. Oh, I'm talking about her and Jay-Z sold themselves to the devil and all this stuff. So my thing is, I don't want to say a dual mind on this, but I have a different perspective on seeing this story from both angles, as far as the judgment part, about saying Christians judging, okay? I always go back to the story about when they brought the harlot woman to, what are you doing? The prostitute at the well. When they brought the prostitute to the well, the woman with the... and they was gonna stone her or whatever, and Jesus said, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." In other words, don't judge because I could judge you. But people fail to remember the end of that part when he told her to go and sin no more, which means he recognized that what she was doing was sinning. That's the part I think that people get mixed on. What do you mean? I think people get tuned into the part of the guys bringing her and saying, "Look, Jesus, look at this harlot. She nasty. She da. First of all, how you know? Unless you following her around or you one of the men that's been with her. Okay. How would you even know? I'm minding my own business. I didn't got time to be knowing what this woman doing. That's number one. He didn't know. He didn't know this woman. So that means he wasn't in the biz to know what's going on. So how y'all know? So that's number one. Okay. Number two, they wanted him to say something about her and not about them, which is that's the part I think when Charlemagne was saying, "Don't shine the light on us. Don't judge." Church, religious people judge, but don't want to be judged. Yes. So the same light that you shine on her, shine it on yourself. But we don't want to do that. Hypocritical. We don't want to do that because if you shine the light on me, then you're gonna see all the imperfections I got. So you want to pull up somebody else's sin. That's the part that I think is that everybody gets mixed up. The part when you say don't judge. Jesus recognized that what she did was sin. In other words, I can say and think in my mind, in my heart or whatever, that what you're doing is not right. But unless God tells me to tell you or come to you with some prophetic message or something, keep your mouth shut.
People think they're doing a righteous judgment, though. Like you're saying, what they're doing, that they have the right to judge because it's sin.
Then say what it is. Don't say her. There was no reason for him to single her out. He could have did that same message about Christians going to church on Saturday.
Yes.
And going to clubs on Saturday and coming back Sunday and falling on your face before God for all the stuff you did on Saturday. But you didn't have to single out somebody to do that. That's a general buffet message.
Right.
What happened to general buffet messages? Men, don't cheat on your wife. Why I gotta say, Howard, you back there, Joe, on the third row.
Don't cheat on your wife.
You cheating on your wife, Joe.
Don't be like Howard.
And God don't want you to do that. Just because she Beyonce and she famous, it doesn't give you the right to say her name. And it doesn't give you the right to single her out.
But the one thing that I'm trying to understand, even going back to the children of Israel in the Old Testament, God held them accountable for the laws that he put in place for them.
Exactly.
They didn't go outside and judge heathen nations around them. They were within God's eye in following the plan of what God wanted them to do as far as obeying the Ten Commandments. Why is he judging Beyonce or even talking about Beyonce?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't get that.
I don't know. I don't understand when pastors do that.
And the song, number 2 for me, the song is real. There are people who are doing that, we're calling ourselves Christians. Yes, we're struggling, and whatever the situation is, yeah, you go out, you get high.
But what does that have to do with you selling yourself to the devil?
But you also putting me in a hell. How are you?
That's what I'm saying.
My heart.
Can't you? Okay,
you judging my heart.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you want to say her name.
Okay.
Why she gotta have sold her soul to the devil and go in hell?
You already put her in hell.
Why can't you just say, I think she in error? I think that she shouldn't have did a song like that. That's my opinion. I don't think she should have did a song like that because it's glorifying people not doing things that's godly. Why can't we talk like that? We always, to me, that's the judging. When you judge somebody, that finger, remember, one finger's pointing at you and there's 4 more or 5 more pointing.
The beam in your eye.
Jesus said, take me. He always, every time somebody tried doing tattletale stuff, you notice that. He don't like tattletales.
Because look what happened to,
nobody likes a tattletale. God don't like tattletales.
He dogged out Jim Baker.
And he did the same thing.
And this was in the body of Christ. This was a brother of the Lord dogging out another brother of the Lord.
Why do y'all always have to do...
Forgive me, Lord, I've sinned.
Why do y'all always have to put sin on whether somebody's saved or not?
Thank you.
I never know. I never understand that. That's like people say, if you smoke, you ain't saved.
Shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
I don't see anywhere where he said works.
As your he said,
you can't work your way into heaven.
You be bragging.
Because then you'll say, I didn't do this, I didn't do that.
But if you think about it, I prayed every day. It's like that rich man coming up saying, I did everything that I could do. I did the checklist. He said, well, go sell all of your goods to the poor and then follow me. And that rich man walked away saying.
He said, I ain't selling all my
food. But if you think about it, Jesus is the only perfect lamb, the only perfect. And he don't judge like that. So why was men
even about Christians and judging?
No, we just love doing it.
Do you think it's one of those things of, I got sent to my room, so everybody got to come to their room too? You found Christ, so you felt like you got sent to your room on punishment, and everybody out dancing and partying, and you mad because you on punishment, and everybody out partying, I can't party like that anymore. I can't party because I'm saved and sanctified now.
I want to do what those church girls do.
Are the ones that's still out there that's dancing and partying and say that they're saved like me. If you were saved like me, you'd be in this room looking at the 4 walls.
Yeah. So if he was at home, he'd probably be watching pornography.
I told you about the porn industry.
Yeah.
They said their biggest
Christian
night
conventions
is Christian conventions and the ordering of pornography on hotel room because they can't do it at home. They scared.
They get caught. They get somebody looking.
They don't want to do it on their computer because they scared gonna get back. So when that Christian convention comes, it's a hotel room.
I wonder.
Nobody will be able to trace it back to me.
I can probably guess what kind of ministry that is of the gentleman that you said, the pastor. You can
it's
almost
probably a big
guess.
ministry. I don't know. It could be a word ministry.
I don't know. And a lot of them are doing stupid stuff too.
They all the same.
Usually your holiness, Kojic, very Pentecostal strict. To be honest,
y'all gonna get away with that.
I did that. I was a church girl. I did that church girl song. That's why I wanted to know what was the words. I didn't drop it like it's hot.
Like, what are you talking about? You didn't do no.
When I was in, I went to.
You talking about going to a party?
I went to a Christian college.
Yeah, y'all dropped it like it was hot on the weekend.
We could not party on campus.
Yeah,
we couldn't have alcohol on campus.
So on the weekend, y'all
would go to the Ball State, which was nearby, and other colleges. But I would be Friday and Saturday night.
But my question is,
and then come Sunday, still be up.
But my question is,
so I do understand.
I'm still trying to figure out what does that have to do with salvation. You can say it has something to do with your strength. You probably ain't got no strength. You probably like in the Bible where people was trying to when what's the ones that got their clothes ripped off by the demons?
Oh, sons of Sceva.
You probably like
Jesus. I know Paul. I know.
We don't know you.
I don't know you.
So you be the one where you trying to cast out some devil and they been and ripped your clothes off and kicked your butt down the street. I don't think it has anything to do with your salvation. You just ain't got no power.
Yeah. And living holy, you're not even trying to.
But isn't that with anything? If you say you a fitness instructor and you my size, that's what they don't mean you're not in shape.
On love and
you can still be in shape and still do all the running and exercising. But imagine what you would be if you was 200
that's
pounds
what they
smaller.
were saying. That's what the couples were saying on Love.
You'd be more powerful.
Love and Marriage, Atlanta. About what's her name?
Oh, being a marriage thing. Counselor.
She's a marriage thing. Her marriage was messy.
2 divorces.
Messy. And he said, you like them hairstylists that be sharp.
And their hair messed up.
And their hair all flying.
But does that mean I'm not a hairstylist?
You a good hairstylist, though. You need to get yourself together.
But imagine what I would be. Imagine what I would be if my hair was tight together.
Yeah.
And I was a hairstylist.
Well, walking the walk with Christ, you have to love. You have to fall in love with Christ and just spend time with Him and get to know Him. Your lifestyle would change for Him, and it would be you in a personal walk with Him.
Talk about power. Don't talk about somebody's salvation,
because
and don't try to put nobody in heaven and hell.
Because
you better hope you don't go.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
And it's like even
you barely making
thinking about a couple that's together, and as they love and spend time with each other and get to know each other and like each other, you'll start respecting one another and doing things that each other. And
that's a perfect example of what you just said.
Wow.
Being saved and being with God is like marriage.
Being in a marriage.
The more you with that person, the more you give of
spend
yourself,
time with
the
them,
happier your marriage
get
will be.
to know them.
But does that mean you're not married?
You're still married. Yeah.
You still married. It's not you that says whether you're not. It's God that says whether
I'm
you're
married to you.
He's the one that
David
says
said,
whether
you make your bed in hell, I'm with you.
And if you're talking about Beyonce, that Negro killed Bathsheba's husband.
God.
Did everything you can think of in the Bible, the stuff that some of these people did.
If they did that today, can you imagine David today doing that?
Horrible human being.
Hey, send him to Iraq and
horrible.
Die over there.
Horrible.
I didn't slept with his wife and got her pregnant.
But yet, when it came time to talk to God, he said, "That's a man after my own heart."
Oh,
I can tell you one thing. This is God. I can tell you one thing. He's a scandalous man, but he loved me. He will kill you over me. Go look it up in the Bible. God will tell you that.
Lord,
he's a no good
from me.
He's a dirty, low down scoundrel.
Clean heart, renew a right spirit in me.
He's horrible.
Oh Jesus!
But when he come to me, he cry to me. He tell me he's sorry, and I know he mean it.
Yes.
And I'm gonna help him through it.
Yes.
I'm gonna help him
because our righteousness is as filthy rags.
So
if it's our righteousness,
instead of judging Beyonce,
I know.
You say, wow.
Yeah.
The fact that she even recognizes who God is and that she believes she say. If she say, I'm not going to judge because I don't know.
Right. Don't judge.
But imagine if God get a hold of her and say, you that hairdresser with the messy hairstyle, but you still a hairdresser. But imagine what you could be if your hair was together.
Ooh.
Okay. Imagine what she could do not singing the song Church Girl.
And you gotta give people grace, allow them that time to grow. Because when we were listening to Steve Harvey, when Steve Harvey first came out and said that he was a born again believer and received Christ, a lot of people was negative.
You ain't
about
saved.
That.
He cussed. He do everything.
He ain't saved. He ain't living right. Look at the fruits. And just here, you can see, if you were to hear his show, when he does talk about his relationship with Christ, you can feel you can see the growth.
Smokey Robinson said that when he came to our church and he spoke. He said, I was saved back then.
He said, a lot of people didn't believe I was saved.
I would tell people, I would say that you ain't, nigga, you up there singing crew, all this cruise with me, baby, and you are not saved. He said, no, I was saved. I knew what relationship I had with God when I went in my room. That's what he said. I knew who I was. He said, but now it's different. Because now me and God, our relationship has grown through the years. So now it's just not about whenever I want to talk to him or whatever. It's when he want to talk to me. Now I listen. That's true Christianity and true love, which a lot of Christians don't have.
Since we on this topic though, I want to say this. The one scripture that always concerns me when I read it is the scripture that said, didn't we not prophesy in your name?
Cast out demons.
We cast out demons in your name. They used Jesus' name.
He said, I don't know you.
It's powerful. He said, depart from me.
I don't even know you.
Doer of iniquity. I don't know you.
I don't know you.
And I thought about these guys that was on the roadside that when we were going to the Taste of Chicago.
Oh, they didn't have no love.
They had, God is a wrath. He get angry God.
But no love.
One of the guys, I kid you not, I discerned such an evil. He was so hatred.
He got sent to his room. I told you they Christians that's in the room.
God is the wrath. He hates sin. You're going to hell.
They got sent to, they punished. They feel like they've been punished.
And I said, God, Jesus, we can still pimp your name. We're using your name. Your name is powerful, awesome, but they don't know you.
You don't even know me.
So people in the pulpits like this gentleman could be a person that's just calling his name out and dogging out people like Beyonce.
And I'm not even judging him. I don't know whether he know God or not.
If you don't know him.
Look, put it this way, and we'll end it on this.
Jesus, okay.
Worry about your own salvation.
Yeah, he said work out your own salvation.
Make sure you make it. And don't worry about what nobody else doing. How about that?
We'll work it out.
And unless God tell you specifically to call somebody's name out, shut your trap. Just say a general message.
Shut your trap.
Shut your trap.
Okay.
Because he didn't tell you to say that person's name out like that.
That was his opinion, big time. Yeah. Sometimes opinions are left out.
You gonna tell somebody to sold they soul to the devil. You don't know that woman number none.
He's already sending her to hell. Oh.
All right.
Okay.